I'm E. Krishnarao Patro, Associate Professor in the Department of CSC, IARE College, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering. So today we'll discuss about one more important topic, that is stack concept. How to implement stack using linked list. I think you know what is stack. In the previous session we discussed stack is a linear data structure which follows last in first out order. A stack is a collection of element in which only one end you can insert or you can delete. That end is called top of the stack. So using stack you can store one or more elements. Only one side you can insert. Whatever the side you have inserted in the same side only you can delete. The element in the reverse order of the order in which they are inserted into the stack or excluded from the stack. Stack is often referred to as a list or push down list, LIFO, last in first out order. So initially you can assume a stack is a vertical array type and it will have a separate pointer called top pointer, but top index. It will be pointing to the place where you can either push or pop. Either that means insert or delete. Initially the top, I am assuming it is -1. That means it is not pointing to anywhere. It is just beginning. So this is a general representation of a stack. Remember, stack is also called LIFO list. LIFO list. Okay. Generally, when you say stack, it will be always represented in a vertical order. The starting index is 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means in this stack, the maximum element you can store is 6. In this example, initially my top is -1. That means you have not started the process. Assume I am inserting 3 elements. So when I am inserting 3 elements, 25 goes to 0th position, then 33. That means every time I am incrementing the top, then storing. So after inserting 3 elements, the top will be at the second position. So you can insert maximum of 6 elements. After 6, it will not allow because your capacity is 6. So there are the standard operations: push, pop, and pick, is full, is empty, is empty. So you can perform these operations on stack. So push is nothing but adding an element to the stack. If the stack is full, then you can say it is an overflow condition. If the stack is full, then you can say whenever you remove an element from the stack, then queue is empty. Means the stack is empty. It is said to be underflow condition. And pick means it will return top element. That means whichever element is the top of the stack, that will be. And checks whether it is full or not. Is full, it returns true or false. Is empty, returns stack is empty or not. So these are the standard operations you can perform on the stack. So that means whenever you are defining a stack ADT, these are the methods you have to specify. So in exam, sometimes they may ask what are the operations are allowed on stack. Generally, the push and pop are the 2 standard operations. In addition to push and pop, you can write these 3 also. So they are the standard operations on stack. Push means inserting, pop means deleting. Initially, the stack will be look like this. When top is -1, completely empty. Assume I want to push 21. So 21 will be pushed here. That means top is incremented and stored. Whenever you want to do push, first you increment the top, then store it. Assume I want to 15. I want to insert 15. Inserting is nothing but pushing. So 15 is now set. So as soon as you push, I will mean the top is incremented. And wherever the top is pointing, there you have to push. Assume I want to push 13, 24, 11, 35. Already 2 elements are there. In addition to that 2, you want to push this. So that means the top is at the 5th position. Earlier these 2 are there. Now 13, 24, 11 and 35. These 4 are inserted. So now if you try to push 51, now top is incremented. Top has gone to out of boundary. So it is an overflow condition. It is called overflow. Whenever the top is going out of the boundary, that is called overflow condition. So there you cannot insert. Similarly, pop. Pop means removing the element. Which element will remove now? Can you guess? Always wherever the top is pointing, that element will be removed. So that means here currently the top is pointing to 50 position. So the 35 will be popped out. So 35 gone. Now the top has come down. After deleting means after deleting the element, the top will decrease. Remember, pop is nothing but deletion. So the peak element means the top element. The top element is 11. Wherever top is pointing, that element is called peak element. Similar now, you have to pop 4 times. Already one element popped out, remaining 4 elements. If you popped out, finally removing, only 21 is remaining. So top is available at 0th position. Now again if you pop, 21 will be removed. The top will go down. Top will go down. Yeah, top is -1. When top is -1, it says the stack is empty. Now if you do pop, now there is no element. So you will get underflow condition. Whenever top is -1, still you want to do pop, then you will get means underflow condition. And how to write a program using Python to implement the stack using linked list concept. Initially define a node, self.data is data and self.next is none. Because every node, so you can assume like this. So it is keep on going. As soon as you insert one element will pop, means insert at the top. So you have to maintain one top pointer. The top pointer will be pointing to top of the stack. And start will be pointing to base. And every node will have 2 parts. Data path as well as the next path. Because in the case of linked list, every node will have 2 things. Data and the next pointer. The next pointer will be pointing to the next element. And you define a stack linked list. There you write the constructor. The start is initially null, top also none. This is the initialization concept. So after initialization, I want to do push. So write a push method. Get the data from the start. Create a new node. If start is none, it says that it is the first time you are doing. So self.start is new node and top is also new node. Because in the beginning, top and start both are same. If it is not none, then next time onwards, temp equal to self.start and new node of next equal to temp. New node of next is temp and self.start is new node and self.top is, so the topmost will be the new node. Okay. Assume initially you are having a stack with the following elements. Now you want to push 20. So that means the 20 will come to this position. So you can see now this is the initially the linked list available, the stack available. Now you are pushing the 20. When you are pushing 20, the 20 will come to the top of the stack now. This 2000 is the address will be stored here and the start will be pointing to now 5000. So this is now interchange. So now start will pointing here. So now top of the stack is this. Okay. Similarly pop. When you are popping, the top most element has to pop out. If self.top is none, then you say underflow. There is no more element. So you cannot pop out. If self.next is none, temp.next is none, then the last element of the stack is deleted and print which data is deleted. Make start none as well as top also none. Else, if it is not a single, it is single element case. When the stack contains only single element by single node, that time in this case. If the stack contains more than one node, then this case. There, temp equal self.start. A new start equal to temp of next. And self.start equal to new start. And delete the temporary node. That means the top element will be removed. So every time the topmost element is popped out. Now you can assume this is one case. This is another case. Start is pointing here. Now the 21 has to be removed. New start is this and this start will now pointing to this value. So that means this will be popped out. And where you can do this stack can be used in many places. These are the various applications. Infix expression to postfix expression, postfix conversion, postfix expression evaluation. These are the places where stacks are useful. And in the recursion method also, internally uses stack. And whenever you are traversing a graph using depth first search, DFS, that time also stacks are useful. And when you are passing parameter through a function, internally, this also uses stack. So these are the various areas where stacks are used. Okay, thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.